Good evening and welcome to the 2016 Spring Play. We are going to show you a few possibilities of what would happen if students are left unattended in the detention room. So prepare yourselves. It may scare you, it may not, I don't know. So there's a few thank yous listed in the program. I also wanted to thank Emma Twite. She put in a lot of years in the drama program here in White River, and she came back and helped us with some staging and some suggestions, so that was kind of fun to have her help. And again, I want to thank my husband Steve. Like I said last night, not only does he have to put up with me being a music teacher, now he has to put up with a crazy music teacher who is also the play director. So I just want to give him an extra special thank you, and sit back and enjoy the show. There will be a 10-minute intermission after scene 2.
Okay, kids, I left my lunch at home. So, can you keep out of trouble for 10 minutes while I go get it?
Of course, Mr. Tiger.
I'm leaving you in charge, Mike. Make sure no one leaves the room.
Sure thing, Coach. What's for lunch, Yancey?
My last name is Yates.
Sure it is, Yancey.
Leave him alone, Mike. My mom, it is pad thai.
Little twerps. Not worth my time anyway. Better be alive in here.
Peanut butter, again.
Me too. Does yours have any maple syrup?
No.
Me either. Does anyone have any maple syrup?
So, what are you in for?
Why do you care? This isn't a movie. We're not going to talk about our feelings and our family's darkest secrets and leave your best friends forever.
No,
I'm not ending up with Mike.
In your dreams, nerd.
Yancey won't write an inspirational essay.
Actually, it's Yates.
And I'm pretty sure that you can't put lipstick on without using your hands.
If anyone here is Molly Ringwald, it's me.
Can you put lipstick on with your chest?
No.
See? Not a movie. So quit trying to bond. Eat your lunch.
I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm writing an article for the school newspaper about the rise of delinquent behavior in the last weeks of senior year.
Oh. Chloe is spelled C-H-L-O-E.
What if we don't want to be part of your little article?
It'll be completely anonymous.
Anonymous. Anonymous.
It means she's not going to use your name.
I know what it means. I like the way it sounds when I say it. Anonymous. Miss? It kind of tickles.
Just put the notebook away. We're not going to say anything to you.
I think everyone here can make up their own minds about that. Do you feel that your misconduct is directly related to your pending graduation?
You aren't writing the article.
Why do you care?
Your article, Athletes Cheating Last Year, almost got me suspended. I'm not going to let you write another thing about me.
It's not my fault you had a crib sheet.
It's your fault they found out.
I'm not going to mention your name. Just give me back my notebook.
I'm not taking any chances. Sit down and eat your lunch.
Ever heard of free speech? You can't keep me from writing what I want to.
You want to bet?
Just give her back her notebook, Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey, give me back my notebook.
Mikey.
Don't call me that.
What should I call you, Michelangelo?
How did you know that?
Your name is Michelangelo?
I'm dating a guy named Michelangelo. How embarrassing.
Are you a Ninja Turtle?
Shut up! None of you are supposed to know that. How'd you find out?
I work in the principal's office during my free period. I've seen your transcript.
If any of you dorks say a single word about this, I will kill you.
I think it's going on the front page.
I'm gonna tweet it.
Put the phone down.
And what if she doesn't? You can obtain her portrait.
I told you to shut up!
Hey, watch out! You hit my throat! My peanuts?
What's wrong with you?
She's allergic to peanuts!
Where's your EpiPen? Should you have an EpiPen?
Someone check her backpack!
How was I supposed to know she was allergic?
Whoa, she's turning purple.
Sit her up.
Somebody get her some water.
Oh, distill the spring.
I don't know.
Aren't you supposed to be some sort of
This
genius?
has nothing to do with chemistry.
Spring, give her spring water.
I only have distill.
Give me it.
Ugh.
I wasn't even trying to hit her. I was trying to hit Yancy.
Doesn't anyone know CPR?
I never took that class.
I missed that day of Boy Scouts.
Should we call 911? Someone dial 911. We need to call the police.
It's too late. She's dead.
No, she can't be.
Maybe she just passed out or something.
She doesn't have a pulse.
Whoa, I've never seen a dead chick before.
You killed her.
No, it was an accident.
That doesn't make her any less dead.
This isn't happening.
You weren't lying when you said this wasn't like the movie.
We've got to make it like a movie. Everything works out in that movie. No one dies in that movie. Yancy, start writing. Jack, get your lipstick. Chloe,
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm freaking out. What does it look like I'm doing?
This is not the time to panic.
I think this is exactly the time to panic.
We need to sit down and take a deep breath. I'm calling the cops.
No, you can't. I don't want to go to jail.
I'm dating a criminal. How embarrassing.
They are not going to arrest you. You didn't know she was allergic to peanuts. It was an accident.
They won't know that.
Tell them that.
How do you know they will believe me? We were just arguing before I threw the sandwich. They'll think I did it on purpose. They'll think I planned it.
You're not being rational.
They're gonna arrest you too.
For what?
Well, it was your sandwich. They'll think it's a
You
conspiracy.
better not take me in for questioning. I have rehearsals tonight.
This is a little more important than drama practice, don't you think?
No.
Maybe we should leave. If we aren't here, they won't know who to question.
They'll think she threw the sandwich at her own face.
We are not going anywhere. We're going to wait for Mr. Tiger. He'll know what to do.
We're gonna get kicked off the team. I'm gonna lose my scholarship. How will I pay for college?
Life isn't worth living if you can't go to college.
Ada's never going to get the chance.
Yeah, she's never gonna write another article or attend another class.
Or eat another sandwich.
Well, do you think we should just call her family?
Well, she lives with her mom. She lived with her mom.
We should look for her phone. Her mom's number should be in there, right?
Where's her phone?
Is it in her bag?
I did see it in there when I was looking for her EpiPen.
She has to have a phone, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's used it to take pictures for the newspaper.
It's not in her bag. It must be in her
Pocket.
I'm not touching it. You cannot expect me to touch a dead body.
She's not a dead body. She's Ada.
Ada's dead body.
Gross.
Mike's the one who killed her. You should have to go get it.
I didn't kill her. The sandwich killed her.
Oh, they're going to arrest the sandwich then.
Do they make sandwich handcuffs?
Someone's gonna have to get her phone.
But we'll leave fingerprints.
We've already left fingerprints.
What if they think we killed her to steal her phone?
Like I would steal that piece of garbage.
There are easier ways to steal a phone.
I still think
Good idea.
What if you poke her?
She isn't gonna care. She's dead.
Who's going to do it?
I've never used chopsticks before. Unless you count putting it with your mouth, so you look like a walrus.
You should do it, Jen. You're the best with chopsticks.
No way.
I'll do it. Give it to me.
Be careful!
Do not use too much pressure or they'll snap.
Well, she's gotta use pressure or she'll never get a grip on
No
it.
matter if she grips it if the sticks break.
Would you guys be quiet for 1 minute so I can do this?
I got it. Now what?
We can use it to order a pizza.
We're not calling for food, we're calling her mom.
But there's no one in her phone labeled mom.
What about mother?
Or mommy.
No.
She was in Spanish class, right?
What's that have to do with anything?
Look under Madre.
There it is.
Oh, I love a man who can speak a foreign language.
So who's gonna call her?
Let me do it. I've been working on my British accent.
I think we can agree he won't be the one calling.
Agreed.
But I'm getting really good. My dad said I sound just like Harry Potter.
Who knows her the best?
I had a math class with her my sophomore year, but we never talked.
I shoved her into a locker once.
I think I saw her in the hallway once.
Fine, I'll call her.
What are you going to tell her?
You aren't gonna tell her it's my fault.
You can tell her aliens abducted her daughter.
Or I could tell her the truth.
If you tell her the truth, she's gonna call the cops.
I still think that's what we should be doing.
We're not calling the cops.
The longer we wait, the more suspicious this looks.
We're not calling the cops. How many times do I have to say that?
Fine! But we have to call her mom. Just think of the poor woman at home thinking any minute her daughter is going to come home safe and sound.
But she's really here. Dead.
And kind of purple.
Fine, call her. Don't say a single thing about what happened.
She's going to ask.
You don't have to answer.
Eventually we're gonna have to tell someone. Mr. Tyner's gonna be back in 5 minutes.
We need those 5 minutes to figure this all out.
Just call her.
It's ringing.
Maybe she won't answer, and you can just leave a voicemail.
Ask her for refrigerators running.
Hello, Mrs.
Brown.
Mrs. Brown. My name is Jordan. Oh, I'm a friend of your daughter. No, I'm not sure why she's never mentioned me before. No, Ada can't make it to the phone right now. That's actually why I'm calling. Well, Ada, she's,
Just say it.
she's in the bathroom.
What was that?
I don't know, I panicked.
All you had to do was say the word dead.
You try telling someone that their only child is dead. It's not as easy as it sounds.
I always knew you were a wimp, Yancy.
I didn't see you volunteering.
I couldn't tell her. I didn't even know her.
You knew her well enough to murder her.
I didn't murder her.
I was joking, jeez. Where's your sense of humor?
Maybe we should just call her back.
I'm not talking to her again.
You have to. She already heard your voice.
Why does that matter?
We don't want her to figure out who's here.
Well, then maybe you should call her. You can disguise your voice. You're the actress.
I have phone anxiety. It's a real thing.
Someone has to answer it.
No, nobody answered. It might be Ada.
She's dead, Saul.
I've seen this happen in movies all the time. Vengeful spirits call up the murderers and stab them to death.
It's just her mom.
Well, answer it.
You.
You're holding it.
Now you are.
That's unfair.
Just answer it.
It's too late.
It's cool. She'll probably call back.
I'm turning it off.
I actually agree with you on that.
We need to get our story straight before we talk to anyone.
I still think we should tell the police she threw the sandwich at her own face. That way, no one gets in trouble. Well, except Ada, but I don't think she'll care.
What is wrong with your brain?
All we need to do is tell the cops the truth. Mike threw the sandwich, but it was an accident. We can agree on that.
It was an accident.
That's what I just said.
Oh. Good.
So when Mr. Tyner gets back, we'll call the cops.
And then they'll call Ada's mom.
Oh, and I'll go to my rehearsal.
And I'll get some maple syrup.
I guess it seems like an okay plan.
So now we just have to wait for Mr. Tyner.
He said he'd be back soon, right?
You better be. It's creeping me out to stay here in the same room as a dead body. Ew.
It's chemically the same as being in a room with a live body. She hasn't started to rot yet.
That's disgusting. Ew.
Coach Tyler lives 3 blocks down. He'll be back in a few minutes.
Good. The sooner he gets here, the sooner we can get this over with.
Should we move her?
You mean like make her dance?
No. Away from the door.
Why?
I wouldn't want a body to be the first thing I see when I enter a room. If we move her, we can tell Mr. Tyner before he sees her. It might lessen the blow.
Yeah. Ease him into it.
You can't just ease someone to the idea that one of their students is dead. It's gonna be a shock no matter what.
At least this way we can have him sit down before he finds out.
Yeah. I always like to be comfortable when I find out someone's dead.
But there's nowhere we can put her that he won't see her right away.
Put her in a chair.
That's not gonna hide her.
If we prop her up, we can make it look like she's sleeping or something.
Very deeply sleeping.
We can lay her head on her arms.
We'll have to make sure her eyes are closed too.
We should add some drool for realism.
Gross.
This is not a good idea. The cops usually like to mark out where the body was found, with chalk.
Yeah, I've seen that on TV.
Well, there's plenty of chalk in here. We're in a classroom.
Someone else will have to do it. I can't get chalk for these pants. They're Italian.
I'll do it. It's just like art class, right?
What kind of art class did you take?
Be sure not to move her.
Should I go around her hair or move her to the side?
Around.
Move it.
I don't think that matters.
Can I add an extra arm? They'll be all like, where's your other arm?
Don't do that.
You're no fun.
You should try around the sandwich too.
We aren't gonna move the sandwich.
There. My best work yet.
So now we just move her.
I can't help you with that. I got a bad back.
Yeah, right.
I can show you my doctor's note.
If you're not gonna be any help, just stay out of the way.
Yancy and I will grab the legs. You two get her arms. So we just move her.
I've never touched a dead chick before.
None of us have.
I have. I'm not surprised. I always thought you were disgusting.
I'm gonna be a doctor someday, and they have to touch dead people all the time. I get to cut them open too.
You don't have to dissect Ada, you gotta move her arm.
On the count of 3.
1.
2.
Red!
3.
She's a zombie!
She's alive!
She's alive! I didn't kill her!
Of course he didn't kill me. Hit me with a sandwich on a baseball bat.
But you're allergic to peanuts!
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You told Abby Wright last week that you are.
No, I told her I'm narcoleptic. She's allergic to peanuts.
But you were all gasping and wheezing.
I was probably just snoring. My mom tells me I do that.
Chloe said you didn't have a pulse.
I'm not a doctor yet. How should I know?
Well, I guess it's a good thing we didn't call the cops.
You didn't call the cops, but I was dead.
No, you were sleeping.
You thought I was dead and you weren't gonna tell anyone?
We tried to call your mom.
Don't worry. Yancy was too much of a wimp to actually tell her.
How long were you gonna leave me lying there?
Actually, we were gonna leave you sitting in that chair.
But just until Mr. Tyner came back.
You guys are lucky I didn't die for real, because I have a feeling you would have ended up in jail for tampering with my body. Like seriously, never touch a dead person. Don't you watch Law and Order? But what were you doing throwing that sandwich at me anyway? If I had been allergic, you'd be in real trouble. You ought to be more careful what kind of sandwich you throw at people.
Starting to wish she was allergic to peanuts. At least we wouldn't have to listen to her.
What kind of thing is that to say to someone? That's incredibly rude.
You know, I think it's rude to pretend you're dead when you're really taking a nap.
I wasn't napping. I couldn't help that Mike knocked me out.
It was a sandwich.
That must have been one hard sandwich.
Let's just all calm down and finish our lunches. Or what's left of them.
Shut up, Yancy!
Sorry that took so long. Did I miss anything exciting?
No, Mr. Tyner.
Except for
Nothing at all, sir.
We were just finishing our lunches.
That's good. But someone should pick up that sandwich. Someone could slip on that and really hurt themselves. home. Can you keep out of trouble for 10 minutes while I go get it?
Of course, Mr. Tyner.
I'm leaving you in charge, Mike. Make no one leave the room.
Sure thing, coach. What's for lunch, Yancey?
My last name is Yates.
Sure it is, Yancey.
Leave him alone, Mike. My mom made us cut tie.
Little twerps. Not worth my time anyway. Better be a lime in here.
Bologna and cheese.
I'll take that. Bologna's my favorite.
Give that back.
I don't think so. I think I'm hungry enough to eat my lunch and
You
yours.
can't just eat my food.
Why not? Coach Tyner put me in charge of you. That means I can take whatever I want from whoever I want.
Whomever.
Shut up, nerd. I wasn't talking to you.
I want my sandwich back.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh,
You want it back now?
really, Mike?
How immature.
No, you can have it.
That's what I thought.
You shouldn't let him pick on you like that, Jordan. You've let him push you around for 4 years now. Don't you think it's time to be a man? Stand up for yourself? Don't you think it's time to show him he doesn't have the right to treat you like a punching bag? Don't you
I
think
think it's time for you to keep your nose out of other people's business. If Yancey wants to be a wimp, Yancey can be a wimp.
we were having a private conversation, Ada?
Maybe you should have been having it so loudly. I'm sure you read my article last month on the importance of the underdog in the high school hierarchy. I think your situation is a prime example of the necessity of the pathetic and puny shaping of a more dominant character like mine.
I'm sorry, Ada. I really don't read the paper.
I like to draw mustaches in all the pictures. Principal Matthews looks great with the Fu Manchu.
Ugh! What kind of bologna is this, Yancey? It's disgusting!
I don't know. I found it in my fridge this morning.
Ugh, you can have it back.
Thanks.
I told you to stick with the pad thai, Mike. Bologna has way too many artificial ingredients.
So?
So, they make you break out. And I'm not gonna date a pimple-faced moron.
But you'll date a normal moron.
Sure, as long as he's cute.
Good to know.
I'm not feeling so hot, Jen.
You're actually having a pretty good hair day.
No, I feel sick.
Then get away from me. I can't get sick. I have rehearsals tonight.
Can I ask you a few questions? I've been finding an article on the adverse effects of lunch meat on your health.
I think I might barf.
Excellent. Are you feeling dizzy or lightheaded? Does your liver function feel at all impaired?
Shut up. He looks like he's really sick.
Maybe we should call Mr. Tyner.
Oh, my stomach is on fire.
Serves you right for stealing other people's food.
I don't think we have time to call Mr. Tyner. We should get him to a hospital. Whose car's the closest?
No way you're putting him in my car. I just cleaned it.
My mother dropped me off.
My hearse is in the east lot.
He's not dead yet.
Why do you have a hearse?
My uncle's a mortician. He gave me a great deal on it.
Morbid much?
What? It's got great gas mileage.
Aren't you afraid it's haunted?
There's no such thing as ghosts.
If you had read my article last year on the increasing popularity in the scientific community of a belief of a special presence in this plane of existence, you know that ghosts are completely plausible.
This is not the best time for the argument, guys. I think he's really in trouble.
Whoa! He's all purple.
Ew, that's an attractive color on it.
We need to get him into the hearse. So, Jordan, help him up.
Why us?
You're a big, strong man, or, well, you're men.
Not exactly an enlightened point of view.
Are you implying there's no physiological difference between men and women?
I think I'd be as capable of helping Mike into the car as Jordan. He doesn't look like you could help a small underfed child, let alone him.
Then you help him.
I will. Come on, Tom.
Hungry.
You're hurting me.
Hungry.
Get off!
Hey, I still got a peanut butter sandwich.
Hungry. Flash.
Someone help me! He's gone insane!
Get off of Mike. You don't like you touching other women. I get jealous.
Listen, I think he's really in trouble. There's something really wrong with him.
It's because it's a baloney. I can't reveal my source, but someone very high up in the world of processed meats told me that baloney can greatly increase the production of testosterone in adolescent males.
I don't care why he's crazy! Get him off me!
Hungry.
Mike is not a loaded
towards us.
So,
He still looks hungry.
Zombies aren't real. They're not medically possible.
He looks pretty real to me. I'm still breaking up with him. I can't bring his dog if I see him wrong. How embarrassing! Oh my god!
Hungry! Brains!
Did he say brains?
I don't want to eat my brain. I need my brain.
He's not a frenzied rage zombie because he's not moving very fast.
What? What?
I've never seen him die, so he's not dead. So that leaves caustic contagion or voodoo curse. I'm betting on contagion.
The baloney?
That seemed the most logical source of contamination.
what are you dorks talking about?
We're trying to figure out what kind of zombie he is.
Does it matter?
If we figure out what kind of zombie he is, we can figure out a cure. For undead zombies, we sever the spinal cord.
And for voodoo zombies, you have to find the person that put the curse on you and then force them to reverse that.
If it's toxic, you burn and bury the ashes in lead.
You're not burning my boyfriend.
You're gonna have to do something. He's right there.
What's he doing?
I think he's trying to grab us.
Why doesn't he just go around?
This is classic zombie behavior.
Zombies have severely lowered intelligence, so Mike is too stupid now to walk around the table.
They'll probably keep trying until his legs fall off.
Don't say that. Bloody slips are so unattractive. Oh no.
Well, we should be safe here for now.
As long as the rest of us didn't eat that sandwich. You didn't eat that sandwich, did you?
No, Mike took it from me before I had the chance.
Lucky you.
And none of the rest of us ate it.
I prefer maple syrup.
But you touched it.
I don't think that matters.
What about Chloe?
What about me?
You're right. She was bitten.
Hardly. He barely took the chunk out of me. You said so yourself.
But he did break the skin.
I say at least a 50% chance of her turning.
What makes you the expert all of a sudden, huh?
Video games, movies, manga.
You get her away from me.
There were fights we could make a run for it.
They're right, Chloe. We need to leave. We're not safe with you back here.
I'm not going anywhere. He's right there.
No, you need to sacrifice yourself for us.
I'm not sacrificing anything. I have a promising career as a doctor ahead of me. I haven't gone to college yet.
Well, maybe you're fast enough. You can make it to the door.
Can you throw my lunch on the way out? I'm getting kind of hungry.
Why don't the rest of you run for it? I'll stay here.
It makes more sense for you to risk it since you're doomed anyway.
He's right, Chloe. It's selfish of you to put your life ahead of ours.
Yeah, I was the homecoming queen. I deserve to live.
I'm staying.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to kill him.
We can't kill Mr. Tyner?
Not Mr. Tyner, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Won't that be murder?
Self-defense.
We can't kill him, but maybe there's a small chance that this is only temporary. We can wait and see what will happen.
I say kill him anyway. We can't take any chances.
Yeah, in the movies, compassion always leads to bloody death and destruction.
Besides, Salem Mike isn't that great anyway.
Hey,
Well, let's not kill him. Maybe we can tie him up or something.
That's a great idea. Do we have any rope?
I have lace.
Cords from the vines.
You can use this.
How did you know that was in there?
Why is it in there?
Tyner confiscated it from me last week. Confiscated? That's a funny word.
What were you doing with rope in history class?
Practicing my knots. Duh.
What?
No time, Lloyd. We need to tie him up so someone from the CDC can take him away.
Have a president.
You better tie him up with something heavy. He's like a quarterback. He's like really strong.
She's right.
What's the plan?
Chloe and Saul will clothesline him.
Why me? Why not you?
You're the one that said I was too weak.
That was before he bit me.
Fine. Saul and I will take him to the chair, and you push him in, and Saul will tie him up.
Awesome. I'm getting really good at making a clove itch.
Excellent. Great plan. He's gonna grab you, bite you, and eat you.
We're faster than he is.
What if he's just pretending to be slow until we do something stupid like try to tie him up?
If he was that smart, he'd walk around the desk instead of through it.
He'll hear you.
This is going to work. It has to. It's our only chance.
Uh-huh.
I'm 89% sure it's going to work.
If he bites anyone, it better be you.
Ready?
On 3.
Like it ain't.
Why?
It's my favorite number.
On 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Go!
Do you think it'll hold it?
It should be fine until someone from the CDC can get here.
Do you think we should tie her up too while we're at it?
No way!
We have to keep ourselves safe.
If I was gonna turn into a zombie, don't you think I would have by now?
Well, I don't know.
Mike was a zombie after only 5 minutes. It's been way longer than that since he bit me.
It may take longer to spread from person to person than from sandwich to person, or from person to lobster.
It'll just be until the CDC gets here.
I don't want to be tied up.
Just sit down and try not to struggle.
Do you have any more rope for him?
Must be enough?
Oh, it should be.
I really don't want to be tied up.
It'll just be until the CDC gets here. Come on.
Not so tight. If I lose circulation in my hands, it could cause permanent damage.
My pleasure.
Not so tight!
It'll just be until the CDC gets here. Stop complaining.
If you stop wiggling, this would be a lot easier.
Do you know that the CDC will even come? Do you know this from experience?
That's how it works in the movies.
You and your stupid movies. They're not the same as real life. I could be tied to this chair for days for all you know.
I did not drink anything then. Zombies don't get bathroom breaks.
We don't have to stay here with them, do we? I have better things to do than watch them groan and drool.
Do zombies even need babysitters?
I'm not a zombie.
Brains! We can't leave them alone. They might escape.
Shouldn't the cops do that? They could put like handcuffs or cells or something.
I am not a zombie.
Oh, that's a good idea. They'll probably let them go and they won't believe that it's zombies. It happens all the time in movies.
So we sit here and do what?
I don't know.
You're the ones who watched all the movies.
It never happened like this in any of the movies I saw. I should watch more movies.
I think you should untie me.
Shut up, zombie!
I'm not a
I
zombie!
know, geez! You'd be a whole heck of a lot less annoying if you were. Jeez.
They're gonna get hungry eventually, right? I mean, Chloe won't be too bad, but Mike, what do you feed the undead?
Pepperoni and human-grade pizza.
Raw meat.
Gross. You'll get germs.
What about sushi? It's raw and it's safe.
Actually, I wrote an article my freshman year about the hidden dangers of sushi consumption. It was considered the best expose of the year.
Good for you.
Are we even sure that he's hungry?
Brains!
Feed him the pad thai. He likes my mom's pad thai.
And then we can use the chopsticks so we don't get close to his mouth.
Don't worry, I'm not hungry.
It's Ada's turn. She doesn't have anything useful yet.
Because you've been extremely helpful.
No, she's right. Give me the food.
Be careful. Did he bite you?
No! I can see the blood from here.
Stay away from me. These pants are Italian.
I told you to be careful.
Don't you think I was trying? You didn't time tight enough.
Speaking of time, it looks like it's your turn, Ada.
Fine. I'm a big girl. I'm not gonna argue.
Do you have any more rope?
I don't think so.
Great. I don't think we need it anyway. I'm fine.
But I do have these handcuffs.
Why do...
I don't want to know. Just get it over with.
Ugh. Sit next to Chloe. Is that too tight?
I can still feel my fingers.
Hey, me too.
Sorry that took so long. Did I miss anything exciting?
No, Mr. Tyner.
Well, except
Shh, nothing at all, sir.
We were just finishing our lunches.
That's good. But you three better get back to your seats like Mike, Chloe, and Ada. They're being model students right now.
Thanks, Mr. Tiger.
Brains.
David says it's over. Let's go. Still 3 more acts. Gee, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
We were classmates. Okay. So you're going in June? Yeah. She seems to think that she has to entertain me. A couple of lives. I said I would be right by my own life. I'd be right. Say hi to the camera. She made a big face when I went by last time. I made David look at it anyway. It's gonna be hot tomorrow. It's like 80 today. 80. No. This evening it's
my watch is much more accurate. Yes,
Yes, I have, but I don't remember what it looks like. But there's no motorized transportation that uses it for something. Unless it's by bicycle. Well, maybe I have it. So do you have to fly in? No. Take the ferry. How would you do your groceries?
I'm telling you, they're gonna take
Well,
us.
there's a town on there. Because I've never seen this. Yeah, it's like an ocean. Ocean, like lake. Probably, I really don't know the size of it. I just know that it's tall. So cool. Yeah.
Okay, kids. I left my lunch at home. So, can you keep out of trouble for 10 minutes while I go get it?
Of course, Mr. Tiger.
I'm leaving you in charge, Mike. We can only leave the room.
Sure thing, coach.
Leave me alone, Mike. My lawn is tie.
Little twerps. Not worth my time anyway. Better be a lime in here.
Lobster sandwich?
Some say that's the food of love.
I'm pretty sure peanut butter and maple syrup is the food of love. Does anyone have any maple syrup?
Maple syrup? How can you talk about maple syrup at a time like this? My life is over. My reputation is ruined. My life has been forever sullied by this detention.
That's so like you, Chloe. You always have to make everything about yourself. You're always worrying about how the world is out to get you. The world doesn't care about you. The world doesn't give a rat's fart about you. You're at the center of the universe. You're in the center of this room.
How dare you talk to me like that?
She dares because she's your sister.
What?
2 years ago, I was on an excavation in South America when I found a message in a bottle washed up on the shores of the Amazon. Imagine my surprise when I found a letter written by your mother.
My mother? My mother?
Whose mother?
She admitted to her long-standing affair with a local superstar/senator and their long-lost love child.
You don't mean Ada?
Our mother gave me up to give you a better life. I've always resented you for that. You got to be the golden child while I grew up an orphan.
You can't blame me for the actions of our mother.
Can't I?
Do not do this, Ada!
Put it down.
Yeah, you firm reading chances of winning the Nobel Prize in journalism or whatever. It may be dorky, but it's what you've been working towards your whole life.
I buried myself so I worked to hide my shame. Now that it's all out in the open, there's only one thing I can do. Kill Chloe Marshall, get expensive plastic surgery to look like her, and assume her identity. Once and for all.
But you can't kill me. I haven't gone to college yet.
And now you never will.
still may be a chance to save her.
Control S?
A radical complete transrapty bypass.
Neuropathy? That's a funny word.
What does that mean?
In layman's terms, it's an experimental brain transplant surgery.
But an operation like that would require one of the most brilliant surgeons of our time.
Where are we going to find one on such short notice?
Here.
Is he in the closet?
No. Me.
But you're just a football player. A hot one. But I won't say Chloe.
You're wrong, darling. I may appear to be a simple football star, but I've been secretly taking medical classes at a local college. Last week, I successfully performed a radical complete transrapty bypass in similar conditions.
But dears, why? Why did you devote your life to the medical arts? They're so ick.
I did it for you, my sweet.
For me?
For her.
For me.
Yes, you. To impress your father. I know he doesn't approve of us because of our long-standing feud between our families, but I am determined to convince him I am worthy of you.
Of course you are. You've always been.
He doesn't think so. Maybe if I save this dork's life, he'll change his mind. You better hurry, she doesn't look good.
What, do you need surgical tools or something?
What do you think is in my backpack?
This backpack?
Yes, hurry, give it to me.
I think not.
But if you don't, Chloe will die.
Exactly my intention.
But who would want her dead other than me?
No one except...
That's right. I'm not really Saul Barker. I'm his evil twin. Lothario Barker.
No.
Yes.
But you're...
Dumber than a bag of cats. All part of my evil scheme to infiltrate this detention hall and kill Chloe Marshall before she has a chance to create the vaccine for giraffe flu.
Dun, dun, dun.
Giraffe flu.
A fatal disease I have created to wipe out the human race once and for all.
But why? Why would you want to kill all of us?
All we are is death and destruction. It is time for us to fall, so that the gentle and diplomatic chipmunk shall inherit the world for all eternity.
No good? No good? There have been plenty of good people. What about Mother Teresa? What about Gandhi?
They may have helped other people, but did they do anything for the chipmunks?
I guess not.
That's right, they did nothing. And now, tonight at precisely 12:37, I will release my horde of infected rats into the major port of every city in the world. And no one will be safe from the giraffe flu.
Why draft DNA? Is it made out of draft DNA or something?
No. I just like giraffes.
So why don't you call it something more menacing, like lion flu or dragon flu?
Dragons aren't real.
But you gotta admit, dragon flu sounds a lot more intimidating than giraffe flu.
Well, then maybe you should call it manticore flu. Manticores are much scarier than dragons.
I don't even know what a mancy thingy is.
It's giraffe flu. I created it. I get to name it.
We're just saying that you're going to rethink the name if you want to inspire terror in the hearts of little children. I wrote a piece about the names of infectious diseases, and they were a lot scarier than giraffe flu.
Yeah, giraffe flu sounds kind of cuddly.
It's not cuddly. It's insidious. You get these boils all over your body, you turn purple and explode. There's lots of pus and other disgusting stuff.
Gross.
Does your neck get any longer?
No.
Do you grow horns?
What horns?
You know, like a giraffe.
For the last time, the actual disease has nothing to do with giraffes.
Why 1237?
None of this matters. All that matters is that Chloe Marshall is the only person with the knowledge to create a vaccine. That knowledge dies with her now.
Not if I can help it.
And who are you? A mere high school student can't possibly imagine to match my evil genius.
Well, I guess we're lucky that I'm no mere high school student.
Surely you don't mean.
Yes, I'm actually an international spy. Sent to your school to find Ricardo and foil his evil schemes.
We're saved!
Don't be so sure yet, enough. I still hold your sister's life in my hand.
What you don't know about those hands is that over the last year, I've been slowly replacing them with state-of-the-art robotic hands.
Robot hands?
Robot hands!
How will that save us?
I have here the remote which controls his robot hands. I can make him do whatever I want.
No!
With one push of this button, I can control his hands and make him return the medical instruments to Mike to save Chloe's life.
Hurry, she doesn't have long.
I'll never give you the bag. Never!
But your hands will.
Can you save her?
Only hope. We are not too late.
What can I do to help?
Just stand back and watch me work.
Shouldn't you be doing this in a more sterile environment?
You know, if you happen to lick an artery, I wouldn't hold it against you.
I can make you slap yourself.
Her brain is so squishy looking.
Are you sure you've done this before?
Are you sure it's supposed to be so squishy looking?
Can I poke it?
I can make you pick your nose and
Okay, I'll stop, I'll stop.
You should throw up a hot pink red instead. It's way much prettier than white.
I've done what I can.
Is she going to be okay?
It's too soon to say for sure, but I believe I've just worked a miracle.
Oh, thank you so much.
It will take some time for her to wake up. We'll know for sure when she does.
I'm so proud of you, Mike.
Let's just hope your father will be too.
It won't matter if he is.
What are you saying? He's the only thing keeping us apart, isn't he?
No. It's just now my father kicked me from marrying you. It's also my fiance.
Your fiance? I thought you loved me.
I do, with all my heart I do.
I just started writing an article about secret engagements. Can I get a statement from you for it?
I was forced to accept his proposal. Can't you see that? I have no choice.
Who? No. I don't want to know.
I want to know.
Stop interrupting. Rude.
Like, you weren't listening to every word?
I might be listening, but I'm not interrupting.
He's Fernando Ramon.
The Crown Prince of Canada?
Yes. My father wants to form a secret alliance with Canada. So he's making me marry the king's son.
How could he make you marry him?
He's gonna kill you if I don't. Can't you see that, Mike? I have no choice.
Do you love him?
No, I despise him. I hate him with every bone in my body. You know, I've never actually met him, but I hate him.
Then we'll run away together. We'll run well, no one will be able to find us.
Where?
Michigan.
Oh my goodness, so fancy. Who will you now?
Chloe, you're all right.
Good job, Mike. The operation was a success.
My plans are ruined. The chipmunks will be so disappointed.
Yes, I have been saved. I've been given a second chance at life and a second chance to seek retribution for the murder of my beloved cousin, Julia.
But what does that have to do with Mike and Jennifer?
Everything! He's the murderer.
No, that's not possible.
Isn't it? It was his car that hit her. He's the one who drove off without stopping, getting in prison.
But he just saved your life.
One life doesn't justify another. He made.
Hey, darling. This is for the best. You can marry your prince now.
Never. I'd rather die than marry a Canadian. Canada's really lame.
Don't spend a single moment thinking about me. I'll be fine. This is what I just.
I am.
What?
I was driving the car that day. I'm the one who killed her.
You killed Julia.
I didn't mean to hit her. By the time I came to my senses, I was miles away.
You could have come back. You could have confessed.
I'm confessing now. Isn't that enough?
It could never be enough.
I'll take her into custody. I'll see that she comes to justice.
The only justice for her is death.
Are you okay?
I didn't mean to.
You see?
Why are you bleeding? You have tons of blood vessels in your shoulders. You should be bleeding profusely.
He's a zombie!
What?
Zombies don't bleed.
Zombies aren't real.
But he's a cyborg.
Cyborgs don't either.
Blue Palaces? No. Prince Edward Island?
I'm seeing Canada.
It's a little puppy face.
Brave and kind.
I have no choice. There's a lot there. I'll say hi to your sister.
Way cooler than.
I have to take
Her.
Oh.
I'd rather die than have.
Hold on, going in.
First, Mr. Tyner.
I'm leaving you in charge of my.
Last name is Yates.
Sure it is, Yancy.
Leave him
Better be alive.
Sandwich. One of you took it. You could be lying. You could be pretending. Huh?
Just calm down.
Find your sandwich. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
You're right. It has to be.
Just like any other Saturday. I was in when Yancy started freaking out about a sandwich.
You took it.
One of them took it all right. I'm gonna help you find out. Maybe I'm just bored.
You're really gonna help him, Mike?
Knew what was famous. I thought you brought peanut butter. I noticed that he likes peanut butter. Is that a crime?
No, he brought that extra special sandwich.
I didn't do that. I only know he eats peanut butter every day.
All this talk about peanut butter is maple syrup, but it should be alright.
Are you sure?
Wait, that's not true. I had a pancake and jelly. That was 6 hours ago.
How would you know unless you were the one to take it?
Oh, losers.
None of those losers knew the exact.
I didn't.
Then how did you know when it was
Trying to steal my sandwich?
my best girl? A would-be sandwich thief. How could I have known she would sink to want to have to dump her?
Can't you
Gotta fight.
It'll be alright.
crying in public is
Remember, Mrs. Thompson found the sandwich thief.
When I was no better than she was in my wrist from right.
You took my sandwich?
I'm a changed man.
Pick on him a lot.
Mention you by name.
I'm a.
Well, I don't know. To throw me off you.
I still think you're a.
Still feel.
You figure that out.
Yes, it was.
Well, don't.
I got.
I was just asking.
Yes.
A minute when.
eat your stupid sandwich.
Girls, get.
You're so embarrassing.
Actually,
When am I?
Well, your nerdiness actually came in handy for once. That's right. You almost did.
Yes.
no, I did not work on the board.
Well, you're.
Yeah. That's why Jennifer. Sure, but it tilts you.
It's so adorable.
Wow.
Who? Saul was hacking. No one.
Unless.
There aren't any. Then a
So perfectly well. There's.
It's no use.
Right.
No.
situation